Good morning and happy Tuesday. I'm Lisa Robinson, and I'm here with another episode of our podcast. And this particular podcast is The Journey to Kindness. So this is episode 2. But today we're going to talk about something that people find unattainable to reach, and that's happiness. So how do we discover the path to true happiness? What is true happiness? According to the dictionary, happiness is the elusive state of mind that countless philosophers, scientists, and poets have sought to understand throughout history. It's a feeling. Happiness is a feeling. But is it? Is it a feeling? Let's talk about that. It's a universal desire, a pursuit that transcends borders and cultures. But what is the key to unlocking genuine, lasting happiness? Let's explore 3 essential keys to happiness and delve into the science behind what makes us truly content. I'm going to read a lot of things from other people, how they think and feel about happiness. And in the end, I'm going to tell you how I feel about happiness. People seem to think that money will make you happy. Well, we're going to talk about that in the end. First of all, the first key to happiness is the power of connection. We need to cultivate positive relationships. One of the most fundamental and enduring sources of happiness lies in our relationships with others. Human beings are inherently social creatures, wired for connection. Research has consistently shown that strong, positive relationships are a cornerstone of well-being, whether it's family, friends, romantic partners. Nurturing these connections can lead to profound happiness. Psychologist Ed Diener, often referred to as the father of happiness research, conducted studies revealing that people with close relationships report higher life satisfaction and happiness levels. The quality of our relationships, rather than the quantity, matters most. Authentic, meaningful interactions filled with empathy, trust, and love are the bedrock of a joyful life. But it's not just about receiving love and support. Giving is equally vital. Acts of kindness and altruism have been proven to trigger a release of neurochemicals like oxytocin and serotonin, which boost our mood and overall well sense of being. So whether it's through spending quality time with loved ones or overall sense of the well-being, offering a helping hand to a stranger, investing in relationships is an essential key to happiness. The second key is the journey of self-discovery, pursuing your own personal growth. The pursuit of personal growth and self-actualization is another critical element in the quest for happiness. Human beings are driven by desire for purpose and meaning, and engaging in activities that promote self-improvement and can significantly contribute to our happiness. Psychologist Abraham Maslow's famous hierarchy of needs places self-actualization at the pinnacle, highlighting its importance in our lives. This involves setting and working towards personal goals, whether they be related to career, education, hobbies, self-awareness. It's about challenging ourselves, pushing boundaries, constantly evolving. Have you ever noticed that some people don't want to move forward? They don't want to progress. They're nasty human beings from day one. How does that happen? The act of learning and growing, even in the face of setbacks and failures, stimulates the release of dopamine, the brain's feel-good neurotransmitter. This reinforces the sense of achievement and satisfaction, driving us toward more significant accomplishments and fulfillment. So whether it's mastering a new skill, traveling to new places, or engaging in creative pursuits, the journey of self-discovery is a powerful key to happiness. The third key, it's the art of being present. A lot of people have a problem with that. Practicing gratitude and mindfulness. That is so important in a happy life. If you noticed, a couple of my other podcasts are about mindfulness and gratefulness because I practice these two on a daily basis. But in our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's so easy to get caught up in the rush of daily life and overlook the simplest yet most profound act of being present. Mindfulness and gratitude are two practices that can have a profound impact on our happiness by helping us appreciate the beauty of the here and now. Mindfulness involves paying deliberate attention to the present moment without judgment. Research shows that practicing mindfulness can reduce stress, improve emotional regulation, and enhance overall well-being. It allows us to savor life's pleasures, reduce negative thought patterns, and build resilience in the face of challenges. Gratitude, on the other hand, involves recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives, big and small. Keeping a gratitude journal, which is what I do, or regularly reflecting on what we're thankful for can increase positive emotions and satisfaction. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can shift our perspective and find happiness every day. You know, on Thanksgiving, some people's tradition is to go around the table and each of you tell what you're thankful for that year. How about you do that every day? Think about what you're grateful for every day. So, in the pursuit of happiness, there are no shortcuts or one-size-fits-all solutions. However, by cultivating positive relationships, pursuing personal growth, and practicing gratitude and mindfulness, we can unlock the doors to a more fulfilling life. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey. And these three keys can guide us toward a brighter, more joyful future. So, embark on this quest for happiness with an open heart and curious mind, and you may find happiness that's been right in your grasp all along. Then there's something else called the 5 P's of happiness. I thought that was stupid, the way that sounds, but it is a thing. It is a concept that provides framework for understanding and achieving happiness in one's life. Each P represents a different aspect or component that contributes to overall well-being and happiness. So, let's talk about the P's. Number 1 P, positive emotions. Positive emotions are at the core of happiness. Experiencing feelings of joy, gratitude, love, contentment, and enthusiasm can significantly enhance our overall well-being. I know this to be true. Cultivating positive emotions involves recognizing and appreciating the good moments in life, savoring them, and allowing them to outweigh negative emotions. Practices like gratitude journaling, which we spoke about earlier, mindfulness, and engaging in activities that bring joy can help foster positive emotions. Number 2 P, having a sense of purpose. Purpose, or meaning in life, is essential for long-term happiness. It's about feeling that your life has significance and that your actions and choices contribute to a greater good. Finding purpose often involves aligning your values with your actions, pursuing meaningful goals, and contributing to something larger than yourself, whether it's through work, relationships, community involvement. When you have a sense of purpose, you're more likely to experience fulfillment and satisfaction. The 3rd P, positive relationships. Human connections are a fundamental source of happiness. We spoke about that earlier. It is in our nature to be with another person or to be with people. So building and maintaining positive relationship with friends, family, romantic partners, or even colleagues can provide emotional support, companionship, a sense of belonging, strong social bonds. They all contribute to our overall sense of well-being and providing opportunities for connection, empathy, and shared experiences. Building and nurturing these relationships is a crucial aspect of happiness. The fourth P is personal growth. Personal growth involves continuous self-improvement and self-development. It's about setting and working towards personal goals, challenging yourself, and embracing opportunities for learning and growth. So engage in activities that stretch your abilities and expand your horizons. This can lead to a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. Personal growth can encompass various aspects of life, including career development, education, hobbies, and self-awareness. The fifth P is pleasure. Pleasure refers to the enjoyment of life's sensory and experimental pleasures. While it's important not to rely solely on pleasure for happiness, it does play a role in our well-being. Enjoying activities such as good food, music, art, sports, or simply spending time in nature can provide moments of happiness and relaxation. These experiences contribute to a balanced and enjoyable life beyond what we know. But they should be complemented by the other four P's to sustain lasting happiness. So to summarize the 5 P's, it's positive emotions, purpose, positive relationships, personal growth, and pleasure. Interact and influence each other to create a holistic sense of well-being. All of those do. Balancing these elements in your life can lead to a deeper and more enduring happiness, helping you navigate the complexities of the human experience with resilience and satisfaction. Remember that happiness is a lifelong journey. It's not about making yourself happy today. And regularly nurturing these aspects can lead to a happier and more fulfilling life. You know, Aristotle, which was one of the most influential philosophers in Western thought, he had a nuanced perspective on happiness, which he believed could be understood through 4 distinct levels or categories. These 4 levels of happiness, often referred to as the Aristotelian levels of happiness, provide a framework for understanding these various facets of human well-being and fulfillment. The first one, like the 5 P's, was happiness of pleasure. Means you can be happy from pleasurable things. There's also happiness of success and achievement, which he calls eudaimonia. Happiness of pleasure is called hedonia. So Aristotle's deeper and more enduring concept of happiness is eudaimonia, often translated flourishing or human flourishing. This level of happiness is associated with living a virtuous and meaningful life where individuals strive to fulfill their potential and contribute to the greater good. It's not about momentary pleasure, but rather a sense of purpose and fulfillment that comes from virtuous actions and moral character. He believed that eudaimonia is achieved through the cultivation of virtues, such as courage, wisdom, justice, and compassion. He also had philanthropia, or happiness of contribution. He recognized that a high level of happiness is achieved when individuals engage in acts of kindness and contribute to the welfare of others as society as a whole. The next one was happiness of contemplation, or theoria. The highest level of that happiness, according to Aristotle, is the happiness of contemplation, intellectual fulfillment. So, Aristotle's 4 levels of happiness offer a comprehensive view of well-being that goes beyond momentary pleasure. While pleasure and immediate gratification have their place, Aristotle emphasized the importance of pursuing the flourishing or the eudaimonia through virtuous living, contributing to the welfare of others, and engaging in contemplative and intellectual activities. True and lasting happiness, in Aristotle's view, is found in the pursuit of a well-rounded and virtuous life that embraces these higher levels of fulfillment. Now, for me, I'm already a very successful woman. I've worked really hard to be where I am. And I call myself the unintentional billionaire because that was never my goal. My goal was to be happy, have a job that made me happy, have a home life that made me happy. When I look back at my life, I wish that I could have been happy with simple things. I was always grasping for more things. By me grasping for more all the time, there was no room for happiness because I was never happy because I never quit grasping for things. Well, that's, as we know now, that's a sense of want. And if you stay in a sense of want, you will never have because you're constantly in that want stage. You truly have to believe that you have things. You have to feel it. You have to love it. Feel it from your heart. You have to know it with all your being, that that is your purpose. And you have to seek out not necessarily monetary things, but I say seek out individuals who make you happy, find a job that makes you happy, and guess what? You can find a job that makes you happy. People find things wrong in their job that makes them unhappy. So the key to that is to figure out how to turn that around. What about your job is making you so unhappy? You go home complaining every day about work. Why? What is it about that job that's making you unhappy? Maybe it's time to find a new job. But going back to me, I remember when I married my first husband, I think I was 21 years old. We bought our first trailer, and it was an old trailer then. But we put it over by his mother's house. She had a really pretty piece of property on a hill. So you're up on this hill and you're kind of looking down at everything. And we did a lot of work on that trailer, and then we never moved into it. We decided to move in with my parents. So why couldn't I be happy with my husband in that little trailer? I don't know, because I wanted more. And eventually, I became so obsessed with my jobs because I measured my success by my paycheck, which that's your first mistake. Don't ever measure your success by your pay because you'll want more. You'll want more. And why do you want more? To get more stuff. What are you going to do with that stuff? That stuff is going to be here when you're dead. And guess what? Your kids don't care about your stuff. When you die, your kids are going to either sell what's valuable and throw the rest in the dumpster. So that life of collecting stuff that made you happy meant nothing in the end. So I hope I've helped you a little bit today to figure out how to make your life happy. I'm Lisa Robinson, and we'll talk again next time.